Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're doing well. Today, a new season of Overwatch has launched. Season 1? Okay, look. There's a ton of content that's, in this new patch. I'm going to focus on one area of it right now, and that is the new Stadium Builder. So the Stadium Hero Builder. There it is. So, it has a bunch of pre-bundled items and powers. And apparently it's based off of the data that Blizzard's received from what people are building. And we thought, hey, look, let's give all of them a try. So you click on one of them and it will populate your items for you. And we're just kind of checking out roughly what they are. They seem okay. Like, I know this is a round 1. But we're just seeing what some of them do. And today we're going to cover 3 of them. Now, it is the first day of the season. So there's a ton of bugs. Mostly with the servers. You'll see there's some hilarious ones in this game. One of them is I've never seen it before. So we're going to try out this Grasp Duelist one. I believe it goes for Chain Grasp and then Armored Vest, and it's got Compensator and either Weapon Lifesteal or Weapon Grease. I don't know. It's pretty standard, to be honest. Like, it's not what I go for at the start, but it's good. Looking at the enemy team as well. They've changed all the items, so we have to look at Frenzy Amplifier. He's probably used the builder there. So yeah, I mean, we haven't got too much time in between the rounds to go through it, but this is just a Chain Grasp opening. There's nothing spectacular with it. And this is what we're going to go with. And I'll tell you what, the Hero Builder, it's interesting. Sometimes it's really interesting. Other times it's actually really good. And we're going to, go into it. So right now we're playing on this server with 100 and something ping. It's down the bottom right, hidden by my little social media bar, which, you can go follow me on those channels or hit the like button on the video and stuff. Yeah, we're getting it in early this time. So right now, big change to Chain Grasp that they've made. It now lasts for 4 seconds instead of 3. That is enormous. Like, 4 seconds after you fired your orb, you get Chain Grasp for. That's huge. On the downside for Moira, they have nerfed Cross Orbal. So it's got reduced capacity now. It used to be 50% reduced capacity, now it's 60%. And they've also nerfed her cash generation. It's not the end of the world, I don't think. But, it probably will make a difference. Now, there are some other areas to cover, of course. The fact that there is now the DPS passive globally. That on Moira is kind of insane, because you're nearly always attacking somebody with something, and your orbs are bouncing around hitting players. That's going to be really nice. And, it's there's so much to cover, guys. I'm sure I'll bring up loads more aspects that they've changed. But right now, we're just going to play the game and see how the builder goes. We're on 10 eliminations and 0 deaths already. So Vendetta's also in Stadium now. So far, it's only the first 3 games that I've played, but so far she doesn't seem that strong. But you never know really with Stadium. For one, players have only just, it's a new season. They're only just experimenting with the powers, probably using the Hero Builder. And 2, we have no judgment on where people's skill is right now in these games. I can see that in this game we've got some Stadium Legend player titles. And our MMR is still going to be high. But that doesn't mean too much with Stadium because it's a non-competitive system. Participation trophy springs to mind. But anyway, this is the game that we're playing. We're just healing up our team. We're looking to push through the choke point. Ashe has changed massively as well, by the way. Like, we will do some videos covering new Ashe builds, because a lot of that has changed. My favourite build's no longer possible, or at least not in its current format. Shatter onto the enemy. Ryan gets the Genji, and Mercy's off the map as well, but we do manage to eliminate her. And so even with the reduced cash generation, I mean, it took us 15 eliminations, but we get a lot of cash here. It didn't make too much of a difference in this particular round. Remember, Chain Grasp lasting longer is going to mean that we deal more damage, which means we're going to get more cash, so it kind of balances it. Of course, it's going to be the opposite with Cross Orbal. Cross Orbal was amazing at generating cash. It's probably not a bad way to do it, but we'll see how it works out later. Now, there's a ton of bugs with the servers. Some of these pauses get ridiculous in between the games. I have done some editing on the video to speed that up for you guys. Right, here we go. So now we click on Grasp Duelist, and it's given us Ethereal Excision. That's what it recommended. It hasn't given us any items. We've got to click this one again. We can click the other options, but we're just going to click the first one. Shield Buster Compensator, Weapon Grease, and I don't know what the last one... What was the last one? Okay. Either way, here's a little problem with this. If we sell everything, and then we buy it back again, and then we click again, it's not taking into account our last items that we had, and so it's going from scratch. And that could be both a good thing and a bad thing, but this has just spent all of our money on 2 items, Phantasmic Flux and Talon Modification Module. No, give me back the last one. How do I get back the last build? That is not an efficient use of cash. The last build was quite good. Like, it seemed decent, you know, the fact that we've got Shield Buster in there, it's going off the Chain Grasp, it's... No, we've bought 2 items here. We've got 251 health. Well, either way, we're going with the item builder. In all of these games, we're never deviating from it. The only choice that we get is, do we want to keep whatever the build was after each round, or do we want to sell everything and buy it back from scratch? Spoiler alert, quite a lot of the time when we sell everything and buy it back, it's not great, but sometimes it surprised us. So you'll find out in the later rounds, or the later games as well. So, just dealing some Chain Grasp damage. That was the extra second there on Chain Grasp that allowed us to kill the Mercy. This Genji's not taking any damage though. That's because, well, we've hardly got any weapon power or attack speed. I mean, okay, we've got 15% and then a 10% from Phantasmic Flux, but that's it. 25%. I mean, we'd get that for like 5,000 if we built properly. I mean, okay, look, I said earlier we didn't have any survivability, but we do have a load of lifesteal from Phantasmic Flux and the overhealth. But yeah, we are pretty squishy. Ooh, big shadow from the Rhine. We'll just get that healing up as well. Want to generate as much cash as we can. So yeah, oh my god, there's just so much stuff to cover. Like, the survival page. That's a whole nother video. There hasn't been too many changes to the items, except the survival page, which is just new. And some of the items on there are crazy. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll be going through all of that over the days. I'm going to try and weave in games as well. So we'll probably give some information, and then we'll get some games involved as well. Just so that, obviously, the people who come here just to watch the gameplay footage, and, you know, they can read about everything themselves. They get it, but those of you who can't bother to read and you want to find out what all the cool stuff is, and yeah, you get that too. So exciting content. I just hope I can fit it all in. Hope there's enough time to do it all. But yeah, we've got some ideas. So we're pushing the payload quite efficiently here. We're going to go and attack the Genji. Stop there one. Oh, he took a big shot there. So much for this Phantasmic Flux. I mean, the weapon lifesteal is great, but the problem is we haven't got the weapon power or attack speed to really make use of it. We do have an Ethereal Excision as well, which is going to help. That's another change. So the rounds, it's no longer powers in round 1, 3, 5, and 7. It's powers in 1, 2, 4, and 6. And that's such a good change. I've got to give credit to the developers for that one. I mean, to be honest, the community kind of said that as well, but for them actually making the changes. Vendetta's on us and she's not doing that much. We're still going to fade away because they are a DPS and there's other players coming over in this direction. So yeah, the good thing about that is that I've always thought by the time you get full build, you want more time in the game at your full build because you want to be able to adapt. So let's say you've picked all your items and it didn't work. You want another round. So then, yeah, just go, okay, maybe we've tried a 4-power weapon power build or something, or maybe we tried a shield breaking item like Savage Slugs and that didn't work. Well, let's go for anti-heal or raw weapon power or something. And you never had that chance. You had to make the choice between like round 6 and 7. So now you still would, but yeah, you get all of your powers when you make that decision. So that's a great change in my opinion. It does benefit some characters more than others. Some characters are very power dependent, others are very item dependent. Obviously that benefits the power dependent one. A good example of that could be someone like Soldier 76. By the way, I'm speeding this up like 400% because of the server bug. You didn't even notice it. I mean, maybe you did. Maybe you saw the insane typing. But yeah, the game froze because there. Oh my god, Grass Duelist is suggesting subatomic splitter. No. No. Is this... You're going to spend all of my money. 11,000. Have they changed that item? I swear it was 10,000 before. Have they actually enhanced it more? I need to check that out. Either way, we're going to sell it all and we're going to gamble the... Yeah, buying it all. Now we've left 2,000 cash on the table. It's gone for Phantasmic Flux, Eye of the Spider, and something else. I can't tell by the icons anymore because they've changed them all. I might say we give credit where credit's due. The icons are not one of them. I think they look really bad. Not... The design of them looks good. I just don't like them in this game. Like, I don't want to disrespect the artist. If we click the builder again, it will spend the rest of our cash. So we clicked it once and it took some items, and then we click it again and it's going to buy more with the remaining cash. Compensator, that's the other green one. Yeah, okay. So we've gone for this one. It's the build's okay. It would have been horrific if we'd got that subatomic splitter. So yeah, that's an example where selling them and rebuying them is not too bad of an idea. Otherwise, imagine Phantasmic Flux, Talon Modification Module, and Subatomic Splitter. That can't be data-based. That has to be... There was manual input on that. Someone who doesn't know how to build. Or maybe just the majority of people build poorly when they pick Chain Grasp. Okay, so damage over onto the Rhine. We do take them down. There's that Genji. I think he's got some sort of a beam weapon, deflect, doesn't do damage, heals them thing in this game. Because when they're deflecting, obviously they're not taking that much damage. Vendetta. I've got basically no experience playing against that hero because I've been playing Stadium ever since it's released. So I didn't like the fact when I heard about the character, them having armor and stuff. I don't know if they've been nerfed this season. This Genji's not taking any damage. Oh, we're going to have to get out of this. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So yeah, I didn't like that it was this hero that has this base armor and stuff. It's very frustrating. But so far in Stadium, they've not impressed me. Which is good. I think they should start off weak and you can gradually increase their powers as needed rather than just have them obnoxiously control the entire game on day one. Freya. Actually, no, Freya probably didn't, you know. Right, so yeah, so far the build's actually not horrible. I think the matchmaking's worse than the build here. Our Rhine is diffing their Rhine, to be honest. Like, not there, because there's also the spawn turrets shooting them. But our Rhine's definitely hitting more like shatters and stuff. We're going to fade. It's a little bit awkward, but the Rhine doesn't go for us. Genji does. Vendetta as well, chasing us down. We're going to heal orb. Can we take them both on with Chain Grasp here? Yeah, I think the Genji was getting some life back from that, just blocking the attacks. I don't know if they've changed that item. I mean, I knew it did it originally, but yeah, I don't know what changes they've made in that regards. Sure, we'll find out. Rhine versus Rhine with help of Moira. Oh, the Mercy, you are not getting this res. You're not getting that res. Okay, Vendetta. How good are you at dueling? Not very good if our Vendetta shows up. So we're making good payload progress here. Okay, we've got to get out of there in case the Rhine goes down the ramp here. Opts to go for our Vendetta. We've got Coalescence. We need an angle though in order to get it, but I'm going to quickly fade up onto the high ground. Heal orb bounced around. Genji is trying to chase us down a bit. We've got a decent amount of lifesteal though to survive this, and Genji does get low and smartly disengage. We've got our Coalescence as well. Going to use that. Going to heal the Rhine shortly, but we can be a bit more efficient rather than just healing the knockdown player before they've taken the damage. Okay, we have a choice to just continue with the objective or go out here. We want the kills. Kiriko taken down. It's a good thing we did, otherwise we'd been amongst that blade. Genji taking more damage, does get eliminated. Vendetta just, yeah, absolute paper hero at the moment. But then again, it's probably this player's first game playing Vendetta in Stadium, so I'm not insulting the player. I'm not saying the hero's bad, because as soon as people figure out what the busted builds are, yeah, they could be really, really strong. We earned decent cash. Going into round 4, we did not mercy rule them. So, build focus is Grasp Duelist. No, sorry, it's Cross Orbital on the Grasp Duelist one. So if we just click this now, what's it going to give us? We just keep clicking it. Okay, so what items have we got? Phantasmic Flux, Cyber Venom on a Grasp build, but we have Orbs. Wrist Wraps, Custom Stock, not bad. It's a comp and Super Flexor. Okay. So this has gone a weapon power, ability power, debuff hybrid. That's actually pretty good. It's kind of close to what I run. Like normally with this sort of build. If we want to use Cyber Venom to apply that reduced healing on them, then we can also utilize the ability power from the orbs, right? And since we've got Cross Orbital, it's going to heal. That's not a bad build. I'm just clicking stuff because I want to see if it's going to organize and not, well, basically not leave 2,500 cash on the table. But it's not a bad build. Definitely could be improved, but I mean, I quite like it. So yeah, we weren't going to go sell everything there because I didn't want to risk another going from an awesome build to something that's just, yeah, not too good.
3, 2, 1.
Done 20k damage already. Ooh, guys, new map. Okay, I mean, I don't know if is this in competitive or I'm sure it's not, right? Maybe it is now, but I mean like last season. But either way, this is the first time that I've played on this map. It is a push map. Ryan's in a bit of trouble here. Genji's also following in here. We're going to use Heal Orb. Oh, you see a Kiriko who does TP away. Okay, well, Vendetta's just in the sky. Ryan hits us with a nice fire strike there. Okay, these Ryans just keep swinging at each other, which, oh, this time our Ryan gets diff. The pin comes in. Oh, we were hoping there'd be more players grouped in that choke point and we could chain grasp off of. Genji's next to us as well. Ryan's chasing. We take the Mega. There's a lot of players on here. We're not going to back off, and actually our team's moving the bot there. I didn't know which way it was. Okay, they did get all eliminated though. We've got no heal orb with us. Fake fade. We call early. We could have delayed that a little bit, but should be okay. This Genji, don't know what he was dashing for there. Vendetta taken down again. Okay, we don't want to fade too early if he's going to miss it anyway. So we're heading away from the Genji. We're on some sort of fire though. Genji deflects our heal orb. Does finally manage to take us down. Our team making great progress here. Shatter comes in. Revenge of the Reinhardt. Taking them down. Kiriko surely going to have to Susan and get out there if they can. I don't even know if they've got a target to get to. But our team get it past that first checkpoint. Oh, I thought that was a cliff edge then. We just blindly fade over a wall. You know, just as we do. Now pushing in, trying to push in the final stretch here. So, yeah, also the way that the DPS passive works, I think, I mean, is Cyber Venom even needed? If everything in the game is applying DPS passive constantly, surely just orbs work. There might even be an argument for multi-ball round 1, although I think the capacity of the orbs is probably not a good idea because it's only going to hit like one player and then it would apply that DPS passive and then that would be it. Oh, we didn't get shattered there. We actually faded really late. But we do take the victory. 50 eliminations, 26,000 damage, 51k cash. Still the highest. Oh, voice fail. Yeah, still the highest in the lobby. The cash, it's certainly enough. We get play of the game as well. We're going to go on to the next game. We're going to use the next build. And probably encounter some more errors. But let's see what the hero builder decides are our best items. This one, yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Right, straight into the next game. I did some editing for you guys. I hope you guys appreciate it. Orb Doctor. Output tons of biotic orbs buffed by ability power. We're going to start off with cross orbal. The build focus says multi-ball. Next, what has it given us? Power playbook, charge plating, armored vest. That seems pretty standard. This one can be data-based. This seems like the most common Moira build ever. And yeah, we're on a 280 ping. Like we're on 276 or something. It's down the bottom right, as I said, covered by a bar. They moved that bar, by the way, and that confused me because I didn't see it down there originally. You can also press, I think it's Control, Shift, and R, and it will load and hide that bar, by the way. Not in the YouTube video, I mean in-game. Like, don't do it now. I don't know what that does in Chrome. I'm assuming you're using Chrome. You could... Just... Okay. Looking at... Yeah. I don't know anything about that hero yet, so we're looking at it just to see what it does, but it's out of curiosity. Right. Let's see how the orb build works. Obviously, it's just round one, so it's going to look pretty normal, apart from the fact that we've got to play with a 300 ping. That is not going to be normal. The fades, here's the little trick. When you're playing with high ping, you don't wait for the fade animation. Pretend like you're doing it with a blindfold on. Like your fades and stuff like that, right? Because that's when the movement kicks in the moment you press the button, but your character moves late. So it's kind of weird, but basically you can still fade jump with a 400 ping, providing you know when the timing is to press like the fade jump button if you had a low ping. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but basically if, for example, I want to jump up to the high ground on the point, I could just press fade and jump immediately, knowing that I would get up there if I had a 30 ping, and then yeah, even if my character's delayed, it would then fly up there like properly. You'd see what just right. So we're up against the Winston, Tracer, Ashe, Moira, Mercy. To be honest, I'm not looking at the team compositions when I'm going with these builds. I'm just picking them. That's kind of the challenge. Monkey's jumping over onto us on the point. It's actually not a bad build though to play against this kind of comp. Coalescence. Okay, take down 1, 2. There's a Mercy there and a Tracer. Okay, we take down the Mercy, or well, the soldier does. Tracer's falling back to spawn. I was hoping they'd be low health, but they've got quite a lot of health. We're not going to kill them. Yeah, that's a 300 ping fade. Like, if you move your character like you do the strafes as though you'd already faded, you'd make it through the doorway. I'm still trying to explain that. We hear the monkey down the bottom. Let's try and body block him. We can kind of sustain it if we just fire the orbs this way, even though our heal orb did actually leave us. Okay. Ashe, don't know what build they've got. Doesn't seem to be doing too much damage, but I mean, we've got a retreat. Tracer tracks us. Does manage to eliminate us there. Okay, so they're just on a triple dynamite. Looks like they've got a pretty standard opening as well. Maybe they use the hero builder, maybe they don't. I don't know. So enemy team cap the objective. We're on 99%. We see you, Tracer. Or the Tracer does decide to try and push us. They do take the Mega, and then I think they accidentally took the jump pad. Looked kind of funny. Could have always been intentional. Okay, that's our Vendetta taken down over on the point. I'm assuming... I assume that's Vendetta. Oh yeah, of course it is. It's the only... for some reason I was getting confused thinking, oh, this could be one of the new heroes. Oh. But yeah, they're not in Stadium. Okay, Moira, can we get in the Kiriko ult just to use the Grasp? Our Grasp is pretty weak here. Heal Orb to try and heal up the Rhine a little bit. Okay. No, not okay. Tracer is stalling the point. Tracer's playing really well, probably one of our bigger threats. Lucky the pulse bomb didn't hit us. It does hit Ryan. We're going to rotate around, put some damage out onto the enemy team. Tracer does get taken down. Trying to get that focus over onto Ashe. Ashe eliminated. Can we save our Vendetta? Yes, can we save our soldier? Well, he kind of saved himself, but let's just take credit. Save the soldier. And this looks like, after elimination on the Moira, we are going to take the round. 14 eliminations, 4.7k damage, some healing. Nearly 17k cash. Not too bad. But yeah, it's hyping. That's Now, if you notice, we sped it up because this pause lasted for ages. This is 700% speed. We were sitting there for ages. Look how much typing we're doing. Of course, I'm not going to make you guys go through that. We'll just speed it up. Error starting game. We're just waiting around. Some people are playing rock, paper, scissors. And we're in the next round. Yeah, day one on a new server. If I were you, I wouldn't bother playing the game. I'd just come and watch content creators, especially the British ones, YouTube channels, and yeah, maybe learn something, maybe get a little bit entertained. Who knows? Of course, you can go play the game, but you'll have to endure those pauses without the speed ups. Right, let's look at the build. It wants multi-ball. Fine. I'm just looking at those. Obviously, you can pick those if you want to be more offensive, more defensive. You know, that's the idea of it. But we're just going build focus. So smart orbs, cyber venom, charge plating, power playbook. Okay, at least we've got a debuff with multi-ball. Now I was going to go look at all of the survival page since we've got a little bit of time. We'll obviously keep that build. We could do something else, but it'll probably end up giving us extendrils and smart orbs or something as the only things that we're going to get. So yeah, I think most of the changes. Ballistic buffer. Do you read that? If you take damage from airborne players that are over 5 meters, you get 75 overhealth or something. Oh, that's insanely powerful. They've also got loads of stuff to do with like removing overhealth from players, which is a little bit annoying when we're going to be, you know, it makes Phantasmic Flux less useful, but Scientific Death Odd, you know, that tank Moira build is probably dead now. It depends on if anyone actually buys that item. The problem is, items are flexible, powers are not. And with Scientific Death Odd being a power, if we pick it, they can just pick the item and we can't really revert it. We just have to not use it. Anyway, we've got that multiple, we've got the debuffs here. We're doing pretty standard Moira play here. Damage onto the monkey before he takes the mega. Now let's chase him down a bit. Oh, Mercy running. No, if we didn't have smart orbs, we'd kill the Mercy there. But it's slowed down on the first hit and then never made it through the doorway to get her around the corner. I wouldn't have bought smart orbs here, by the way. I don't value it. I like the bounce through of the orbs rather than their sticking power, especially when you're low ability power. It is good against some heroes like Brig and Zen. Smart orbs are very nice against, but yeah, quite a few heroes you want to apply the debuffs to as many players as possible, or we take quite a bit of damage from the dynamite. Firing damage orbs because of the cyber venom. Just using the cross orbal orb to heal ourselves up. So yeah, the capacity of our orbs in this orb build a fair bit lower as well. I mean, obviously with multi-ball not having a very large capacity. I did check that out, by the way. I got into the practice range once. Practice range isn't loading because I think they need the server space. But yeah, I got into the practice range once. The first thing I did was get multi-ball, fire it at the side balls of the bots in there, and they did like 4 and 6 damage like they normally do, making them still worthless for anything other than applying debuffs. I was hoping they'd maybe make a change to that, but I think they don't want it to be so strong, because I mean it would be really bad, right? Like, I quite like multi-ball where it's at. It also has these intimidation factor as well, where, you know, you fire all these orbs and players move out of positions to avoid them, but they don't know that they're basically fake orbs. If you've got no debuffs, they are just fake orbs. They don't do anything. But yeah, with the debuff, they will apply that. So we don't get MVP, we get 10k cash in this round. We didn't have particularly too much ability power on there. Cyber Venom took up a lot of that in round 2. But hey, look, it is AoE debuffs in round 2 because of the new changes. Right, Hybrid Lifesteal. It's just going to spend my 10k on Phantasmic Flux. We've got Catalytic Crystal, Super Flexor as an option, Biotech Maximizer, and Reinforced Titanium. Look at that. While you have shields, gain 5% ability damage reduction. Reduce the time before your shield begins regenerating. That's really good on some heroes especially. This is what I mean by the survival page. We're going to go into that in another video. But yeah, just having a look at them, that's kind of crazy. But we're just going to go with this build focus. Now, are we happy with that? No, let's see what it's going to give us. So we sell everything, buy it all back. What's it going to get us? Extendrils, Cyber Venom, Smart Orbs, and what was it? Power Playbook. So no survivability. So we've got 272 health. We've got a heal orb from Cross Orbital and our Grasp Sustain to try and keep us alive. Obviously we can still fire normal heal orbs, but we just don't have that much health. I don't like this build. I think you could sacrifice Smart Orbs. There's just many changes that I'd make. But I could see this being one of the most, if not the most popular Moira build at this stage. You know, being data-based, yes, people love getting Extendrils, Smart Orbs. They like getting Cyber Venom because it's just really useful. And then what else are you going to get with that? I think most people wouldn't get any defensive item. They'd just go straight for 10% ability power. We're back to a 300 ping, by the way, in case you didn't notice how long those orbs take to actually come out of Moira here. It's Winston up top. Takes a bit of damage. We hear the Ashe, so we're going to fade jump over. Or just, well, fade and then jump. Ashe taken down. I'm not sure if Ashe is strong right now or not. We're going to jump across, try and get some damage out onto the Mercy. I think Smart Orbs actually hindered us there as well because it got stuck on the Winston. Well, we do still manage to take the Mercy down. Smart Orbs are pretty decent for healing. You know, it has its place. Oh, Tracer tracking us again. That seems to be the only real threat for us, is if this Tracer gets us after fade. We do struggle a bit to survive. Either way, our team is pushing the objective. Timing the jump out of spawn is quite difficult with a high ping. Okay, so the players are underneath. We're going to rotate all the way around. We're assuming that some players are going to be standing outside of here. Try and get a bit of damage over onto Ashe, even with that Cyber Venom. Oh, is it enough? Vendetta was also chasing him down. We take quite a big hit from the Ashe there, but our health is back up kind to normal with Smart Orbs. We can't kill anything. If Moira's using Coalescence, simply put, it's going to out-heal anything we damage. Like, healing Coalescence counters damage Coalescence. Got Smart Orbs over onto the Moira. It's doing a little bit, but she's being healed by the Mercy, and we do get taken down. We haven't yet made it to the checkpoint, so the enemy team has a chance to come back here. Although, oh, there's Vendetta not doing much. I guess she did kill the Kiriko. Tracer with a bigger pulse bomb, though. Can we get it to the checkpoint? I mean, we may have already got it there, actually. We're going to fade up top. Fire damage orbs first. Cross Orbital heal orb does come in. Flies past the Brine, though. We're going to fade all the way back in case the Tracer tracks us again. Shatter comes in. Gets the Tracer down. Threat eliminated. We're going to fade. We missed the jump at the end because of the ping. Now we get some damage. I was attacking the Winston there, but I thought let's maybe attack the Moira. Get up onto the high ground. Ashe has seen us up here. Winston also. Mercy's 1 health. We do manage to eliminate her. Gonna fade back. Can we heal the Cassidy? He was in a bubble. There's Moira orbs as well, though. We've got Cross Orbital following us, so we didn't need to worry too much about the Moira behind us. But we are gonna reposition here a little bit. Our healing is actually coming out there, but because of the ping, it doesn't look like it is. You can see on the resource bar there, we weren't just kind of doing nothing here. We're going to fade away up on the high ground. That should keep us safe from the Tracer. Tracer did look like they're rotating around, so we are going to fire the orb there. We're also following the heal orb, but Ashe keeps shooting us. We're going to drop down. Tracer eliminates our Kiriko. Dynamite's there. We can't really help our tank at the front. Tracer's there. We're going to fade through into the doorway. I mean, they've still got to push it a little bit of distance. There's an isolated Ash. We're on a very weak chain, not chain grasp, just regular grasp. Is it enough? Damage orb. Okay. I mean, that's when you've got no health and a high ping. It just, the shots came in so late, but it did manage to eliminate us. And now, enemy team, the ones moving the objective. We have a bit of time though. Is overtime. Don't get the clean fade out of spawn again. To be honest though, we do have an advantage when we're playing Moira with high ping. Some heroes are much more difficult. Like Vendetta for one is going to be really annoying with high ping. I think Tracer probably is also because the blinks will come in quite late. Mercy going for the res over onto the tank. We're going to fade into the little doorway. We're healing, but I've got to wait for some cooldowns before I can get out. We were attacking the Winston bubble. Might as well contribute. Oh. Let's fade all the way back. Winston, low health, Mercy. Not going to go in for the res. No Mercy wall again. The money is pretty close, actually. To be honest, I don't want to Mercy wall them here because we want to see what the builder comes up with. So, round 4. New power. Yeah, we're speeding it up again. Okay, it wasn't that long that time, but I don't want you guys to wait. Phantasm, nice. Okay, the classical build. Let's pick these then. So what have we got? Charge plating, fine. Iridescent iris, standard. This is every Moira's orb build. So let's see what it comes up with if we sell it and buy again. Custom stock, Champions Kit, Extendable Cyber Venom. Oh. It was better when it does it one step at a time. Like when it goes, hey, these are the items you've got. Now just add these ones. I think it works out better. I'm going to try selling it and see if I do it again. Is it going to do the same thing? Yeah, it did. Same thing. So if it has to start from scratch, the build's a little bit... But if it's yeah, if it's building on from the previous item, it doesn't seem too bad most of the time. So yeah, we have a fair amount of ability power, a very inefficient build. But yeah, I wouldn't be going for something like Champions Kit at this stage with no survival items. I mean, what charge plating was it? Looking at the Ash build just to see. There's a lot of changes. As I said, we're going to cover it. Right, squishy Moira. Fair amount of AP though. It can work. Especially now we've got Phantasm as well, but our grasp is very, very weak. It's a bit scary trying to push over onto the Ash. But we'll do it anyway because they're currently isolated up top. There we go. Heal up the Vendetta there. Okay, we couldn't see the monkey, but Ryan was swinging at someone, so we thought there was someone behind there. Winston taken down. Oh, Moira. Okay, so she's up top. She can't just jump over there, so she has to fade. We do hear some footsteps, which, yeah, we were anticipating the fade. Phantasm orb there. Got to watch out for the Tracer blinking in. But yeah, we just read where they were going to go. They had to fade over that wall. Winston close to us, get our Phantasm orb into the bubble. So it does a little bit more damage. As our Ryan does take down the enemy Mercy. Ooh. Guess he didn't hit people with the shatter. Maybe it was blocked by a bubble actually. We faded up there just in case. Drop a Phantasm orb off on the Mega just in case the Tracer retreats. We're up to 50% capped. I mean, the thing is that we can kind of play with any build. You'll see that in the next game, by the way. But we can figure out how to make a build work. But the question is it really bad or is it just a little bit worse than what we could do? And I would say that we can build a lot better. But if you're a player who, you know, you casually just want to play a game of Stadium or something, these builds will, you know, they'll work.
Surrender to my will.
I would definitely lean a little bit more into the defensive side of the builds. Like where you don't just pick the option on the left. But right, 17,000 damage, 14k healing, 48,000 cash. We win in 4 rounds. Not bad. This is ranked, by the way, like competitive. I mean, you guys know that. We're talking about the power structure, right? So we've got the final, and actually it's not the final build because there's a second page, I believe, on the hero builder. But we're only doing 3 because otherwise you'll be here for way too long. And I'm sure some of you have left, but if you are still sticking around, then this is a weird one. This is absolutely a weird one. Not only is the build weird, but check out this for server bugs. I've not seen this one before, but I'm sure some of you guys have. In fact, somebody else in this game said they've seen it before. So the game loads up and we're stuck on the hero selection screen. I've seen that before. What I haven't seen is the fact that at the top left it's saying in match and there's a timer. So we're going to speed this up.
The teams have 20 seconds left to prepare for the round.
Okay, 20 seconds left to prepare for the... Well, we can't prepare for the round. We're stuck.
3, 2, 1.
The round's starting.
Capture the objective.
We're in a match. There's 3 minutes up the top left. It's counting down. So we're just going to draw this one.
The objective unlocks in 10 seconds.
It gets weirder. Listen. Not yet. Cassidy's shooting. Our Cassidy's in the game. He's moving the bot. You can see down the bottom right. Our Cassidy's in there. I don't know if anyone on the enemy team's in there or not. So someone's saying it happened before. So I'm guessing we get kicked, we rejoin, and then we can play the game. And maybe the Cassidy already left the game, rejoined it, and quickly went in and bought their stuff, right, and started pushing. Okay, well, it does allow us to rejoin. We didn't get suspended, so thanks for that, Blizzard. Right, we can't open the armory. So, okay, Cassidy has power and items. No one else does. I think someone on their team does, though. I don't know who it is exactly. Either way, we've been gifted a little advantage. Also, in this game, by the way, we're up against the last season's rank 1 tank and rank 1 damage. And, yeah, they were the rank 1 combined player as well. Basically, we're up against some good players in this round, in this match. And I can't tell you what build we've gone for because we couldn't build anything. But that does mean that we'll just go with round 2. And this build's, yeah, this is a weird one, but surprisingly it works really well. And yeah, we'll see. Right, we are managing to push the team without any powers right now. As I said, I think one of their players has got it. I did check at some point in the game, but in fact, yeah, I know one of their players does have it because you'll see another bug at the end, or at least a little bit of disappointment. Okay, so we bounce the orb off of the back wall. Coalescence coming in. Now, one thing I'm not sure about is the role passives and stuff. I don't know if they apply to Stadium or not. I'm pretty sure that the global like DPS passive does, as in it's not the new roles that they've given all the characters in the game, but I mean the global DPS passive applies. Like, I'm reasonably sure of that. I'm not 100%, but I'm not sure if the healer role for Moira applies in this one, but it felt like it did.
I can hardly believe my optics.
Right, so look at the cash. I was like, hey, I should have MVP. I've got the most cash, and then nope. Hidden Cassidy. Right, okay. Throne of Anubis. We're going for the biotic healer option. Starts out with precarious potency, standard item. Oh no. It goes for optimal overflow. Okay. So what is it giving us? Power playbook, compensator, armored vest, smart orbs, and high capacity. Okay, so it gives us weapon power because it wants our precarious potency to get something out of it. Attack speed would have meant that we wouldn't have quite got as much of the heal over time, but we would have got more orbs out for optimal overflow. I mean, yeah, this is not a combination I would go for. Especially if my damage orbs are applying that global form of DPS passive, so global heal reduction. But my build is, yeah, it's colourful. Okay, well, let's see how this works. I mean, my idea of how I'm going to play with this build is actually I'm going to use damage orbs to try and get back the resources, and then we're just going to basically hold left click on everybody, and the damage orbs should be able to replenish our energy just about fine. So yeah, we're not massively aiming the optimal overflow ones, we're just trying to provide straight up healing to everybody. And if that little passive does apply, so the medic roll passive, then when we heal people with precarious potency, we get healing. And I'm not sure if that's happening here. It's a little bit hard to tell because you never know if you're getting healed by somebody else or if it's the, yeah, just something else. Oof, Sigma with the fast rock just one-shots us. Well, that's fun. I mean, it is kind of fun. That wasn't entirely sarcasm. Okay, we're not, we probably shouldn't go back down there for the Junkrat. He does jump up top. Damage orb over onto the choke. Optimal overflow orb, not doing a lot. Okay, fire that orb there. Gonna grasp the Sigma here. He was going for another fast rock there, but eliminated him just in time. Vendetta there, trying to push forward. Looks like we're gonna take this round. 2-0.
2-0.
I mean, quite a calm round there. We didn't earn much money, to be honest. Pretty expected with that kind of build.
Coming up, rev those engines. It's time for a payload race.
Right, if I was on this disaster build, yeah, good, I see it there. Alternative energy, and he gives us weapon grease. Yeah. If I had this build at this point, that is what I'd go for. The problem is high capacity tubing with alternative energy. So we get all of our energy back when we fade anyway. So let's rebuy. Oh no. We took a gamble and it's given us 2 epics. Alternative energy, fine. Sonic recharger? Oh no. That's all we have. Give me back the last build. Please, I'll take that high capacity tubing. And all of the other good-ish items that we had. It's a Sonic recharger. So we get passive overhealth. But we're going to be in combat nearly all the time, so we're just not going to get that. So instead we get like 10 ability power with it. Thanks for that, mate. Well, yeah, this is a scenario that we would... I have never had this combination of items equipped. Like items and powers in Stadium. And I've built a lot. I've built a lot of weird builds. This is not one. Like a randomizer could give me a better combination of items. So this one can't be data driven. Like who in their mind is building this? Oof, we just about missed the rock, or he missed the rock on us. We do get killed because, yeah, our survivability is garbage. Mercy, though, coming up with a res. I mean, are we going to have to adapt here? Like how we play? I don't think the damage orbs are working. I think we may just have to go heal orbs. We'll certainly try it out. Okay. See, just look at whenever we get this passive regen up. When are we getting this overhealth? Like that's, we get it while we're running from spawn. Okay. But just, if you get a moment, glance down at the health. our character health throughout when we're in combat or like around, you know, the objective or something. So we build it up here. So we get a little bit of starting overhealth basically. Okay, we build some of it up there after taking a little bit of damage. That's okay. And it is giving us a little bit of ability power. But yeah, we weren't in any sort of sustained combat there. Okay, since we've got alternative energy, we can just fire these orbs because we can just fade and get it all back. Ooh, heals. We try and get out of that. I was going to coalescence. Vendetta gets taken down by the Cassidy. We've got our fade, so we're going to back right off here. Sigma Rock just one-shots Cassidy. I mean, I think he took a bit of damage beforehand, but have they made changes to that? Because that seems to hurt now. I'm not sure if it did before. I'm guessing they've nerfed a lot of... Or something else with Sigma anyway. Okay, I don't know if we had our passive health there, but we got one shot again. Okay, we do generate our passive health while we're getting rezzed, which is quite nice. I mean, it's not nice. It's the best of a bad situation. Right, we fade just to get our energy back. Wasn't about dodging anything there. Damage orb. We've got a coalescence as well. Oh, can we get the Freya down? Even with the Mercy, no, because we've got nothing to our kit. Actually, no. Our coalescence does benefit from alternative energy quite heavily because ability power, attack speed. Mercy's so low. We get down the Mercy. She's escaping from us. Freya hits us with a couple of sticks. We do get taken down. Enemy team currently in the lead here. We've got a bit more of a challenging round this time. Okay, Vendetta over onto our Junker Queen. Can they survive this one? Heal up to Mercy, but she doesn't actually get any of it. We need to make our way to the point somehow. Junkrat's here. I'm going to go this way just to get a heal over onto him, and then I can hopefully contest the cart from this side. Move forward. Maybe if we just held W, we would have got a touch on there, but I think we also would have got hit by a rock. So basically no cash as expected in that round, and we've got Moira's cash generation being nerfed, plus our build was horrific. So how are you going to make this one worse, Blizzard? Multi-ball. Why not cross-orbal? Why not Phantasm? Multi-ball is the worst option here. What have we got? Alternative energy compensator, high capacity tube, overdrive core. Okay, at least overdrive core is better than sonic recharger. Power playbook, weapon grease. Okay, so we've got a lot more on our precarious potency, but let's see what it goes up with. Okay, it's not 2 items. Biotech maximizer. If we buy again, experiment. No, same thing, right. So we have extra energy from high capacity tubing, but it's also saying if we heal with our orbs, then it's going to reduce the cooldown. That's a problem when we haven't got cross-orbal, because this is now saying you should only be using heal orbs. Okay, we've got no options for damage orbs because we want to actually make use of that biotech maximizer, which means we need to be healing. So precarious potency is going to be applying the heals. Alternative energy gets us it back. Optimal overflow is going to be firing out more heal orbs, and then our normal orbs are going to be heal orbs. We might grasp some players from time to time, but then if that global DPS passive is in stadium, then we can't apply it because, well, we can with grasp, but not with our orbs because they're all going to be heal orbs. So yeah, we're gonna kind of lean into this heal build. We obviously fire out a couple of long range orbs because we can. No Phantasm. We've got multi-ball for healing with no debuffs. Oh, the rock. I mean, she's getting healed by both Mercy and I here. Fire a damage orb there. I mean, I want to put out some damage occasionally. Players were full health kind of. No Phantasm here. Heal orbs. I mean, Junker Queen surviving with her own sustain and also with ours. We're going to fade that in case the rock hits us, because it would one-shot us if it did. Also gives us our energy back. Junker Queen just about surviving. We're on the point here. We fade because I thought I heard him like prime the rock, but it's actually a bit lucky that yeah, he hadn't yet primed it. Coalescence, we can finally do some damage. Oh, heal up the Mercy. Vendetta taken down. Haven't really seen the Vendetta do much at all. Gonna use some damage orbs because I hate just sitting there healing. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna want to use heal orbs as much as possible. Okay, I mean, the healing's insane. Like, is this actually good? 4,800 healing. Is this actually good? With the changes, is Moira as just an only heals really, really strong? It's possible. I mean, we're out healing the Mercy. Obviously, Junker Queen's got her own sustain. Okay, Vendetta did something with an ult. Honestly, I didn't even hear an ult line, like voice. I didn't hear any of that. I didn't look up. I'll gain experience playing against that hero, but for now, yeah. It's basically my third game playing with or against that hero. So enemy team does take the point. Fire damage orbs onto the Sigma. We want to fade. It's a bit scary now. Stand behind somebody who can take a hit. Okay, heal orbs again. We can always fade to get our energy back, so we're just kind of holding it. I don't play with optimal overflow very much because I find it frustrating. I want to grasp players, but we're trying to get used to the fact that we've just got to, this is our life right now. Rock does miss us. Okay, Coalescence. Big ult from the Cassidy, taking down players. There's this Mercy, but we've got no damage, and she's contesting the point here. Can somebody help us? What the? Okay, well, we capped the point. Enemy team slightly in the lead, but that's about to change. We've got nearly 8k healing now. I mean, yeah, the healing's pretty insane. Sigma roll, I don't want anything to do with this. I'm going to fade back and then see if we can come back and fix our team, but did not seem to be the case. Where's Mercy? Okay, she didn't really need healing. We do, though. Mercy! Okay, now we've got our own heal orbs. We are grasping, but that's not enough. Enemy team. Freya ult comes in. They do manage to take down our Junker Queen, so that is the end of that. Enemy team, I need another 35%. Cassidy with a big kill. Over onto the enemy Freya. Is Cassidy taken down here, though? I think they got hit by the rock. Ooh, Vendetta very, very low. Heal orbs coming in. Another rock comes through. Mercy very, very low. Junker Queen did ult them as well. Heal orbs, Mania. Freya taken down as well. And it does look like we're going to take this round. Oh, yeah. It's just the Moira fading through. So, 3-1 the score. Let's see what the builder is going to do for us this time. I mean, this round was definitely better than the previous one. But I mean, it plays out fine. I think that, yeah, if you don't play Stadium too much, you can probably just go with the builder. Amari's. Good choice. So, now we've got a decent amount of weapon power, decent amount of healing. We're going to sell it all again, though, just see what it comes up with. Biotech, it's basically the same thing. Smart orbs. I mean, sure, why not? So, we're not particularly tanky, but if we're only firing out heal orbs, then yeah, hopefully those heal orbs will keep us alive as well. I wanted to see if the roll, like the roll passive, yeah, is that what you'd call it now? Moira being a medic roll or whatever it was, healer roll. I wanted to see if that's a thing in Stadium. Someone let me know in the comments. Save me going and researching it. So yeah, because if that's the case, when we heal people... Oh, text message. When we heal people, we get healed ourselves. Well, for this build, that will be kind of nuts. I mean, we already get healed, like, through our heal orbs, but now also through our precarious potency. Kind of wild, if you ask me. We've already done, like, 16,000 healing. I can't tell you exactly what items enemy Moira's on there just by looking at them. I'd have to hover until I learn what the new icons are. I really don't like them. Some of them also look like they don't really make much sense, but I think they really wanted to highlight, you know, things are new. But I think the old icons were better. I would like it if they reverted the icon set. Put it that way. I wouldn't be going, no, what have you done? Just make changes. Like, they're very unclear. The other icons, they told us what the item does. Now it's like Codebreaker has a picture of a robot, and it's like, or something. It looked weird. Anyway, enough ranting about that. Let's focus a bit on the gameplay. Heal orbs. I mean, that is all the gameplay is. It's just heal orbs everywhere. We're trying to flat bounce them all we can. Trying to make use of optimal overflow. Oh, every time the Sigma primes that rock, it's so scary. Knowing that we can probably just be one shot. Like, even now. Yeah. I mean, we've taken a bit of damage, I think, but... yeah, it's kind of terrifying. Now you fade as soon as you hear the rock sound. Enemy team might be able to come back in this one. They are making some progress on the bot. I think we've got so much sustain though. Like Mercy heals, Moira on a mega heal build. We can just keep holding this button really. Yeah, I mean, Cassie's health not going down. Okay, Junkrat tie comes in. Didn't need to fade that because we had an area of cover. The enemy team not taking the lead here. Big kills from our Cassidy. Fade through. Okay. I mean, we're about to make more distance here for sure. I'm okay with sitting on the bot when all I'm going to be doing is firing orbs. Just try and spread the love here. Life flashed before my eyes there when the Sigma Rock came and we just about faded in time. Our Cassidy is crushing, by the way. Absolutely crushing it. Fade back for more energy while we just hold it, and you know, we're firing more of these orbs around. How much they're doing is debatable, but okay, more energy here. Oh no, Freya got a nice amount of shots on us there, took us down. We have made decent progress though. Enemy team's got a lot of work to do in overtime here. Can our Cassidy get an exit kill? Yes. I honestly didn't believe. I didn't think they were going to. They're still alive as well. Mercy's keeping them alive. They're rolling around. We're just spraying the air. They get, what, another kill over onto the Mercy? We can still win this. I mean, we are winning this. Okay, heals going through over onto the Mercy, but she's got a load of overhealth already. Vendetta swinging away, not doing a lot. Other than that one ult, I don't even notice that they're in the game, to be honest. Okay, more orb bounces. Sigma ult comes in. I don't know. Oh, Junker Queen did get lifted up in that one. Rock does get missed. As Tolik said earlier, I think. Oh, wow. Vendetta did something. I keep wanting to call them Venture, by the way. Okay, enemy team hanging on in there in overtime. Still, our Junker Queen, yeah, does finally get taken down with our raid boss Cassidy. So, they've still got to get it past the checkpoint. This is looking unlikely for them, to be honest. We just have to not get eliminated right here, so we're going to fade all the way back. Junkrat taking the scenic route with his tire. We heard footsteps up there. Just get mega heals out over onto the Cassidy. We're currently on damage orb with our optimal overflow, but we'll fire more damage orbs, I guess. Thought we were going to fire heal orbs then. Okay, damage orb. Oh, just trying to keep the Junkrat alive, but now our team might have suffered a little bit from that. Okay, we'll use damage orbs here for sure because players are antied. Cassidy can just take those rocks. Well, we do manage to clean them up. That build's interesting. I might have to dive a bit more into the mega heal builds. Because I mean 24,000 healing. We still dealt quite a bit of damage that game. Anyway guys, let me know what you think. We're going to cover so much more. Primarily stadium content. There might be a bit of a mix with the new heroes, which, you know, we certainly want to give them a try and see what happens. Anyway, hope you liked the video.